All right. So anxiety, depression, panic attacks. These are all things that Gen Z says that they suffer on a regular basis. And apparently from a recent study and a poll they had taken, it is an overwhelmingly beyond 60% of Gen Z that say, hey, we suffer these things and you have to understand and make way for it. Well, guess what? You are the most passive aggressive, selfish little narcissistic generation there is out there. And you want to know why? Everybody suffers all sorts of things, but nobody runs away and hides in their safe spaces and buries their nose and faces what doesn't want to face reality. You know why you got anxiety when you go outside? Because you're never, ever sitting there doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're always hiding and want that safe space and nobody can say anything bad to you. No. You can't sit there and you can't have anything said bad. You got to play on that damn phone and you got to do your thing and you got to hide and you got to do the TikTok and the Instagrams and the whatever else it is you're all doing nowadays. I mean, who cares? Put the shit down, go out, get some soft skills, which is a term that you're all going to have to learn soon. Soft skills. These are the skills of how to get along with people, to talk to people in society, and how to engage and treat people with a little decency and respect, especially if you don't like them and you don't want to be bothered. That's called functioning in society. Most of you are going to get stuck doing customer service jobs because, well, quite frankly, even though you've graduated, you are uneducated. You don't know anything. You don't want to learn anything. I mean, my dad always told me that nobody is going to educate you but yourself. So you better keep educating yourself, read books, study, learn things all on your own, absorb knowledge. Nobody does that anymore. You get into the Gen Z people and they definitely don't want to absorb knowledge. They don't want to be told nothing. Everything is about boo-hoo me and you're ruining our future. Well, guess what? Every generation said the other generation is ruining their damn future. Just like when you get older, you're going to worry that the younger people aren't good enough anymore and don't know what it's like and think they have it so bad. And yet you're going to despise the younger generations. That is the fact. It's a cycle. It's the way it goes. And you know what? Gen X is right, though, in not wanting to deal much more with the younger generation, even though, damn it, I hate saying it, but Gen Z is our responsibility because Gen Z was produced by us. We created them. We made them. We didn't educate them. And that is a major fault. If Gen X was the ones doing the education, it would be way different than it is now. But no, we didn't. You got your anxiety, you got your depression, and oh my God, you got panic attacks. Ooh. Well, you know what? Too bad. You got to learn to deal with them and you got to get over it. And medicating yourself up just doesn't do it. You got to face the problem. You got to find the underlying reason as to why you're having that panic attack. You know why you get anxious when you go outside? Because you bury yourself in the technology and you don't function in the real world and you don't go out in the real world. Make some friends. Go out, do something. I've said it before, and I will say it every damn time I want to because it needs to be said. You have to go out and live in the world and function. You can't hide at home. You can't hide behind your screens. You can't ignore people. Talk to a stranger. Get to know somebody. Not just bury your nose in there and, just on the TikTok or talk about whatever show it is you're watching or the TikTok person you're following. And people you know online, they're not your friends. They're people that you chat with once in a while. They're not your friends. In fact, most of the people that you're going to know out in life aren't your friends. They are acquaintances that you know or people you run into in the street. They're not your friends. Friends don't need to be told, oh, I'm not having a good day. I need your safe space, or I'm having a bad mental health day, so I'm just going to stay home and not avoid anybody. You know what? Real friends are going to be like, fuck that. We're coming to get you. We're going out, or we're going to hang out and I'm coming over. It'd be that way, man. It'd be bad times. It wouldn't matter. I mean, I've had buddies. You sit there and then their parents pass away or a sibling had passed away. Everybody, that gets awkward because you don't know what to say or what to do. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. Sometimes it's a matter of you just go over to your buddy's house and you just hang out, even if you're not talking, even if he goes off to do something else and you're just chilling out in the kitchen playing solitaire with an actual deck of cards for some real tactile feel in your hands instead of on your phone or on a computer. It don't matter. It's just the fact that you are around makes a difference. That there's somebody nearby that you could possibly talk to at the time nearby. That helps with your anxiety. That helps with your panic attacks. And that helps with the depression. Having friends. Because most of these people, they don't know what's really going on. They try and tell you you're depressed or you have anxiety or you have this issue and that issue, and you don't. Stop burying yourself in the technology, getting weirded out, freaked out, and not understanding what the world is about. And then you'll be a little less anxious. You'll be a little less depressed about your prospects. I mean, they're talking about how, well, millennials and Gen Z have had it hard with the economic conditions now are unlike anything anybody ever done. Well, you know what? The economic conditions now are the exact same economic conditions Gen X when they went into the 80s. It's all the same now. Now, they might say inflation's not as high because the numbers are different, but they don't add everything in that they used to. If they calculate inflation today the same way they calculated it back then, all the numbers match. It is not different. It's just another financial cycle of some rough times that you're going to have to fight through. Not only that, but you got, like, especially the millennials. I don't know why you're bitching. The only reason you're bitching is because you're sitting there waiting now and you're like, oh, there's no prospects for us and no retirement, no nothing. And you're mad that the boomers are spending the money. Well, boomers are mostly the parents of millennials. And the reason the millennials are mad that boomers are spending the money is because they have these massive savings and they have now decided to spend it instead of handing it off to their children. They've decided they're not going to give their kids a free ride. And now they are mad that they're going to have to find their own way and make their own retirement. Well, too bad. Me, retirement plan? I don't have much of a retirement plan. I'm probably going to work until the day I die. All I'm going to hope for is that I'll only have to work part-time in the end, and I can be that 80-year-old man at the drive-thru at the fast food joint that you're waiting, who's shaking and dropping your change out the window onto the floor because I can't get it far enough to your car window to hand it to you, and I hand you your fries and they shake and spill everywhere, and I maybe dump one of every 3 Cokes in your lap. And to me, I'll go home and giggle my old ass off when I do. So stop whining about the anxiety, stop whining about the depression, and stop bitching that you might have a panic attack or two. You have to learn to deal with it head on. Medication don't do it always. Now, if it's somebody that had a true, actual chemical imbalance in their brain, medicating can make a difference. But most of you, this is a self-induced thing that you put on yourselves through all the burying your head in the sand and not facing reality and don't want to be told anything. That's one of the things with you, Gen Z, that really drives me nuts. But you're being so passive aggressive about everything. You want to know, why are you doing this? And how come this is this way? And why is everybody so mean? And why does it hurt my feelings? And we tell you good advice. We tell you a way to deal with it. We tell you a way to not be so fragile. And yet you go, and you do the exact opposite and you make things worse for yourself. Well, you know what? Maybe it's time to let you swing. Maybe it is time that we sit there and we just walk away and we close our eyes and we go blind to the problems of the younger generation and we let you suffer and let you grow up that way. And you'll get some scars and you'll get some pain and you'll get the physical and emotional scars, and then you will be an adult. And you will learn that the world is rough and that anxiety is nothing compared to what's out there. You deal with it if you have it. Yeah, people get nervous of a lot of things. Oh, I got anxiety. Yeah, you're just nervous. You're nervous because you haven't done something before, or it's scary because you don't want to do something because everybody's always done everything for you. That's not real anxiety. That's just nervous of something new. That's because you were too coddled, too babied, and lived in a padded world until now. And all of a sudden, the sharp edges of reality are cutting. And you need to face it. Anyway, that's it for now. Cut this short before I go off on a way ramble tangent. Anyway, everyone out there, this is Drac saying so long, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace out, everyone.